Hey everybody, and welcome back to another one of Mudflap's movie reviews. My name is Mudflap, and today I will be reviewing the season finale of the Netflix original series, Wednesday. Let's get started. So I really enjoyed the first episode of this series, and I was just really excited to see how the rest of this show would turn out, and I was super happy with how characters developed. Lots of great plot twists, lots of surprising things, and we also got to see a couple classic characters as well. But I was just really impressed by how well this show just was written and directed, and all the actors in the show, just every single one of them just did such a phenomenal job at embracing their character, going all out on their character, specifically Jenna Ortega playing Wednesday. I really hope that this show wins a couple awards and that Jenna wins a couple awards too, because she definitely earned it. She was just the perfect casting choice for Wednesday. Also, I really like the casting choice of Catherine Zeta-Jones as Morticia Addams. I thought that was perfect too. She definitely has that presence on screen, the mannerisms, everything about that. The only casting choice I wasn't a huge fan of was Luis Guzman as Gomez. I know that they were mirroring what Gomez looked like in the 70s comics, but I don't know, he just wasn't as suave, and he just didn't really seem to have as great of a Gomez-like characteristic to him that, the past couple Gomez's have had. But that was really my only negative thing I didn't really like, was the casting choice for Gomez. But other than that, every other casting choice is perfect. Tim Burton is just such a visionary when it comes to this sort of thing. And I talked about in my review from the first episode of this show, I talked about you gotta have that certain mindset. You have to like shows like this, dark comedies. If you don't like dark comedies, you may think this show is stupid or scary or whatever you may be thinking. But me personally, I like dark comedies once in a while. I don't make a habit of watching them all the time. I only watch dark comedies really if I'm really interested in the character or am intrigued enough to see how a show could end up going. And this show, Wednesday, was one of them where, yes, I am a fan of the Addams Family. I always have been. But I was just interested to see what Jenna Ortega's take on it would be, and what would Tim Burton do that would make this show different from all the other past renditions of the Addams Family. All I've seen so far of people's thoughts on this show was everyone is clamoring for a second season. I am too. I really hope there's a second season coming out of Wednesday. Netflix is kind of becoming notorious with, they have a new show, they have one season, and then they take their sweet time on the second season, and then eventually they kind of just cancel the show and leave fans frustrated and angry. And I just really don't want this to happen for the Wednesday show, which I don't think it will, but I'm trying to be realistic, and I definitely don't want it to go this way. So I'm hoping for a second season of Wednesday, because it's one of the best Netflix shows I've seen in a while. Wednesday was definitely a amazingly dark, fun, adventurous, delightful show. One of my favorite moments from this show was the iconic dance that Wednesday did at the Raven Dance. Apparently it went viral on social media as well. Jenna just went all out and just embraced the style of dance that an Addams would do. It was very fluid, very loose, and people are loving it. I'm loving it. I'll probably see it a couple times again, because I think it was just so well delivered, and I'm glad Jenna just really embraced that, and it looked like she had a lot of fun doing that as well. And another scene was when the blood started coming out of the pipes and raining down on everybody, and it reminded me a lot of the scene in the Marvel movie Blade, where they were in a club and blood started raining from the ceilings. And my guess is they probably were doing a subtle hint to that iconic scene in Blade, because everyone who's seen Blade and everyone who has seen this show Wednesday probably would have been able to piece those two together pretty quick, because I'm like, it's no coincidence that, all of those guys are monsters. Some of them are vampires, and Blade was a vampire, so, the connection there. And just how iconic that scene was. I mean, it was terrifying for most people, but Wednesday seemed to really enjoy it. So for the season finale of Wednesday, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 Mudflaps. And before you go, drop in the comments below, what was your favorite version of the Addams Family? And as always, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and I'll see you next time.